Welcome to another rapid review from up top of the treehouse. This is sort of the start of a new sub-series that I don't know if I'm going to carry it over into my other review shows, but it's definitely going to be permeating through rapid reviews. And unless I come up with a better title, for now my tentative title that could probably change is Reviewing the Favorites, in which I rewatch a lot of my favorites or reconsume a lot of my favorites if I take this to other mediums, and I talk about them in the most rapid review way possible, under 5 minutes, guaranteed. So without wasting any more time, we're going to talk about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. If you know me, you know Hunter S. Thompson is probably tied with George R. R. Martin as my favorite writer and biggest creative inspiration. I'm a huge diehard Hunter S. Thompson fan. I stand for a lot of the same ideals that he does. I believe I'm not as nowhere near like him in any capacity, but I love him. That's what I describe it. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is an adaptation of one of his most famous novels of the same title, obviously, and it is the perfect introduction to Hunter S. Thompson if you know little to nothing about him, because it takes Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is one of his densest books, and sort of perfectly conveys it for someone that will have a hard time just jumping right into Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I did read the book first, and it's very interesting because I love the book right off the bat, but I don't think I fully grasped it until I watched the movie for the first time. And I think that's interesting, because usually it would be the other way around. So what they do is they take the prose that Hunter wrote, and they have that as the narration track for the film, while they show visually what is happening. And this works to the very well aid of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas in the story, because Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, as great of a book it is, it tends to go on these tirades and rants where he'll get fixated on one thing, and this is a Hunter problem, not just a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas problem, but I feel like it's most evident in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is he'll get fixated on like one little thing, and he'll go off on pages and pages of tangent on this thing, and then he'll cut back to the main narrative and you'll forget where you were, and it's jarring, especially when you're reading text on a page. And I think the movie does a great job of doing that, because you have the visual element where you'll see it like either fade into another shot, or you'll see the character thinking about something, and it works very well. And I also think for a book that's so heavily infused in intense, unrelentless, multifaceted drug consumption, it's really interesting to see what they're seeing. And my favorite part of this movie is when you can see what they're seeing and then also see how they're acting in the same shot. Because I think usually they would take like the comedic route of, they'll show Trip and then they'll cut out to him just like sitting there going, woo. But no, like they'll show in the same shot like Hunter flipping out while you could see the Trip next to him. And I think that's genius, and that's a great way of conveying it. I forgot to do my whole bit where I'm like, might as well review Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with the substance. So bottoms up, probably shouldn't have put this up the ladder, but anyway, this movie is great in that it serves as both baby's first Hunter S. Thompson work and a great movie for a diehard Hunter fan such as myself. When I watched it, it was around the time I was first really getting into Hunter. I had read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That was the first Hunter work I'd read, simply because of Digi, of course. But who is probably one of the best modern gonzo journalists working today. He's probably the best that actually considers himself a gonzo journalist. There are a lot of other journalists that I believe are gonzo journalists, like wouldn't necessarily even be familiar with the term. But so when I first watched this movie, it was like the thing that really cemented my love for Hunter, if that makes sense, and it really got me into his other works. That's when I read, after that I read King of Fear, I started Fear Alone Camp Zero, I read Kentucky Derby, Depraved. Yeah, I went on a whole trail because of this movie, and this movie will get you into one of the greatest writers that has ever existed, will lead you to some of the greatest literary works that ever existed. So 100% it's worth watching. It's one of my favorites. That's why I'm reviewing it on this show. So yeah, go check it out. One of my favorite movies. Must watch.